right.
All right, party people in the place to be, vandals, and all you people out there trying to survive the vampire apocalypse. This is the brand new episode. How'd we get here? We got a first first time interviewee with us tonight. But before we get into that, Joe, you got a little something to say?
Yes, sir. All right. For some reason, my laptop isn't charging. I don't know why. So anyway, if you lose me, it's because something's fucking up on my laptop. Anyway. All right. So this episode of How'd We Get Here is brought to you in collaboration with Power Pulp. We don't fit in, we stand out. So go to powerpulpcomics.com for your one-stop shop for indie comics. Yeah. Also, they have a Discord now, so you can join their Discord. We'll drop it in the chats. We'll drop the link in the chat so you can sign up to their Discord. A lot of creators on there you can chat with, people posting their work, talking about comics, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it's a great place to interact with a bunch of indie creators. I'll copy that link and I'll paste it as we speak.
And tonight we have the future of horror sci-fi comics with us tonight. We're going to go ahead and let him introduce himself. How are you doing this evening, sir?
I am doing great. My name is Josh Maikis. Thank you for having me.
Right on. And what do you got out right now, man? Like, this is a very exciting book. I mean, it's very auspicious the date you put it out, too. That was hella funny.
Yeah, when you messaged me that, I was like, oh shit. I did not expect that, of course. But yeah, right now I have a new comic book out, a new horror sci-fi called Sucker. Sucker was an idea I had like few years back. I did some t-shirts and stuff, and I really was into vampires, and I've always been a big fan of like the universal monsters, so I kind of wanted to incorporate that into what I've been doing.
I really like that you went with the old gothic vampire, the old buck-toothed, ugly vampires. You know what I mean? I think we've had enough of sexy vampires. Like
too many sexy vampires out there.
Right on. So, like you were saying, you kind of like started working on this a little while ago. Like, so how long have you been developing Sucker?
Yeah, Sucker, I did like just a sketch of like a vampire, my style, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do some t-shirts. So that was like around 2021. I was just trying to like get a new feel for my style, just trying to push different stuff. And then a year ago, I was like, you know what? Let me do this. Let me just make a book called Sucker and do my own story. And it's a long time coming.
The original piece you did, was that the same as the sticker you sent me with the?
The sticker?
Yeah.
That's the sticker. Yeah.
Oh. So that was the first time you did the Sucker vampire.
Yeah, definitely. That was the first time, and the only thing I took away on the design really was like the little cowl that he has. I kind of was like, I don't want to have that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of almost got like a priest type robe now, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's a pretty cool look.
Thank you.
So you kind of have a running theme with your books. Can you kind of give us the pitch for Sucker so people can kind of get like what's going on with this particular breed of vampires?
Yeah, it's definitely a different vampire book, not like your typical horror book. I feel like the horror comes within the actual message too that I have in the book. It's a little political, I have to say, and a lot of the stuff that's been happening in the world lately definitely inspired my writing for this book. So basically, the character Oliver Mason He is an activist trying to change the world that they're living in right now due to pollution and homeless problems. And he's living in a society where it's kind of controlled by these fascists. And they want to make an example out of him. So he gets bitten by a government experiment vampire. And from there on, you're going to see through the next few issues his descent into darkness and trying to take back what was his and trying to change the world too at the same time. I have the whole story in my head already. Like the next few issues I have panned out. I already know how it's going to end, so I'm not going to spoil anything. But yeah, I think it's very different than what the horror books are out there right now.
Well, the cool thing I think is like that this species of like humanoids already had a chance on another world, and they've come to a different one and screwed it up again.
Exactly.
Which is a fun crux to have. And like the vampire serum, it's actually they were trying to figure out a way to like survive with the pollution, but like it creates the suckers pretty much, right?
Exactly. Yes. And I don't know if you knew, but also my other book, Nightmare Nexus, is connected to this as well.
I was going to say, like, is Sucker a prequel to Nightmare Nexus? Because it almost seems like it, Nightmare Nexus is a bit of an evolution of it, where the vampires kind of get even more feral to the point where they're damn near zombies, right?
Yes. It's a little different. I'm still playing with the idea, to be honest. I'm already almost done with issue 2 of Nightmare Nexus right now. But it's a spoiler, but I don't know if it's really a spoiler, I just want to mention, because it's in the same world, but Nightmare Nexus, that planet that he's living on, is the planet they left earlier. So he's kind of stuck. He's part of those people that were left behind. And you're going to find out soon enough, like, they're kind of sending off their experiments to this world, too, just to, like, get rid of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Nightmare Nexus, the main character, dude, like the design, the suit, man, how'd you come up with that? It is so cool looking. Like that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. To be honest, he's one of my favorite characters that I've designed. His name is Cypher, but I came up with him during pandemic. I made a T-shirt line of those as well. I was trying to put some cool art out in the world around that time, and he got a lot of good traction. So yeah, I mean, pandemic definitely inspired it. That whole, we had to mask up and everything. Everyone had to be isolated from one another. Hence the name of the first story in Nightmare Nexus called Isolated.
I love. You go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I love that helmet and the way when he talks, it comes through the little screen in the front. I love that. That's such a nice touch. And I mean, was it inspired by like a Magic 8-Ball?
Everyone asked that.
Do they? Yeah.
Everyone asked that
because of the little round part with the words in the middle. Yeah.
I was inspired by like the old school webcams that people would have on the top of their computers.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was at work one time, and I'm on my lunch break, and I'm just drawing, doodling, and I was reading a lot of different like books at the time, like East of West from Image, and a bunch of cool stuff. And I'm like, this is something I want to design. So I came up with him, and then pandemic happened, and I'm like, this is perfect. So yeah,
I love it with the little with the antenna on the side with the little cables. Just to give it, break up that shape just a little bit, make it it's awesome.
And the character, he designed it himself. Like he construed the whole thing. You're going to see in the next issue, him building it and stuff.
Yeah. Leave it on there, Johnny. I love like the action lines and then the rocket smoke, how it zigzags and stuff. Beautiful. The motion, and in the buildings too, you have the motion lines on like the windows, and the structure really adds a lot of movement into it. That's a beautiful panel, man.
Thank you. That it took a little bit, but I'm like, I could do this. Let's try something different. I never usually go for shots like that, and I just went for it. But thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I love that panel. That's a beautiful panel. There's one other panel too that
Yeah.
I completely love. Which one is it? Let's see. I'm pretty sure Johnny had it. I saw it when I was going through. I think it's this one. This one here. That bottom left panel.
With
I love
three.
the sequence of 3. I love that with
Thank
the line
you.
work and the angle of the panels.
Thank
It's
you.
such
I
a
really
dynamic.
appreciate it.
It's such a dynamic layout. I love it. You see the motion, like click. He's setting, boom. He shoots like, and I love how because he's shooting upwards, right?
Yeah.
So how your panel
Yeah.
angles up, like almost like to where he's shooting. Like beautiful. That's a beautifully laid out panel, like a three split panel. I love that, man. That's great.
Thanks. That means a lot to me. Those panels that you showed, those are part of my 2 favorite pages from that story.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I just kind of just threw what I could out there, and I'm like, let's just try to make this work, you know?
Yeah. And obviously the one that Johnny had up before too. I love, like, that's just your. This is like your splash page. This is the candy, you know, that you give everyone, you know, like.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's great. Like that helmet. Oh, it's so fucking cool, man. I love that.
I appreciate that.
I love the Kirby. What do you call it, Johnny? The Kirby.
The Kirby
like,
crackle, right?
Crackle from the gun. You throw a little Kirby in there too. It's just
of
awesome.
Course.
Yeah, it's great. I love that.
He was the best with sci-fi and just creating different stuff. So I grew up looking at that.
And just little details too, like the rockets from his foot are burning up the guy's arm.
Yeah,
I love that. Just like little details like that are just I appreciate that. That's so awesome. I love that.
I appreciate it. That's like one of the first times I heard someone talk about that little
burning up the arm from his booster boots. Yeah, it's great.
Thank you.
Love it. Like I said, I fell in love with that. Like I think that's what, a 16 pager, the first issue of it.
Yeah, all together.
Yeah, it's great. I love that, man. I like what it was written. Are you still on pace for dropping that second issue this year, or is it going to go into next year? Yeah, this year.
No, it's I only have 2 pages left to draw for this issue, and then in the second half of the book, I'm also introducing a whole new story that I also was working on, another horror book in like another sci-fi-ish world. Nightmare Nexus was originally supposed to be like a horror sci-fi anthology that I wanted to do.
Okay.
And that was happening last year. I launched the Kickstarter for it. Mm-hmm. That was my first Kickstarter. It featured other artists like Raymar Brunson, Lana Liz, and a few others that I knew. And we didn't meet our goal.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
you posted some of the samples and stuff too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Unfortunately, not everyone was helping promote it.
Oh, okay, got you.
So it was a little hard to do that, and but it was a learning lesson. And from there, I made sure it was okay. I talked with the other artists. I'm like, listen, I really like my character. I don't want it to sit, you know.
Okay.
I'm going to take Nightmare Nexus and do my own thing and try to make these one-off stories in each issue.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Hellboy has those, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's where Nightmare Nexus is going to go.
Yeah, I love the mix of the 2 genres, like the horror with the sci-fi. Like you could have done like the typical, like he fights like an alien monster or something, but here it's more like a vampiric kind of entity, like Johnny, we were talking about it in the chats this afternoon, and Johnny touched on it before. Like I was like, oh man, I think this book is either in the future or in the past, right? We weren't sure, but we're like, it's connected because you have like these similar monsters, but the vampires are devolving to almost like a zombie like vampire, you know? So yeah, and Johnny touched on that before, and I was like, yeah, it's definitely, I was like, it feels like it's in the same world. So yeah.
Thank you.
So you're doing something right there.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So with issue 2, are you going to do a reprint of issue 1 for people that maybe missed out on it?
Definitely. And right now, my wife, who's my art manager, basically, you know, she helps me with everything. God bless her. She puts up with all this, you know, but she's helping me with getting these books online too. So I just recently put the first issue of Sucker on Global Comics as well. We're working on getting it with Amazon Books as
Okay.
well, so it could be on Kindle. So we're just formatting those right now. But there's going to go on. And to answer your question, also, I am most definitely going to reprint issue 1, just because I did a low print run just to try it out. It was my first one I really put out by myself.
Yeah.
And it got pretty good traction. A lot of people hit me up and they're like, yo, this character's really cool. Like, let's continue. So, yeah, so I'm going to be definitely putting out a reprint with the second issue.
Awesome. Yeah.
Very cool.
Like I do feel bad when and it's been happening to me a lot lately where I get the last print of somebody's really cool thing and yeah. So I
no worries.
Yeah.
No worries. I appreciate you guys contacting me and just telling me your thoughts on this. That it really meant a lot.
Yeah. Matt ordered his copy. He's looking forward to getting his hands on it.
Hell yeah.
Mr. Megatrip himself.
Hell yeah.
He'll probably hire you for his next book, man. He loves to hire artists.
At least for a pinup, at least, anyway.
Yeah. That'd be dope.
Yeah. There was something interesting because we have a lot of creators on, but we don't. I saw in your little blurb, you have a little mini bio right at the beginning of each book. And it says you went to the Kirby School of Comics.
Yeah, the Kubert School.
Kubert, yeah. Kubert School. We don't get too many creators that have gone through that on here, or if we do, they don't really talk about it that much. So how long ago was that?
Yeah, I graduated in 2018. It was a 3-year program. Definitely awesome, shout out the Kubert School. It's definitely a little different for independent artists. I feel like when you go to art school, like comic book art school, everyone's really into the superheroes,
Okay.
So I tried to really stick with that indie stuff, and then when I graduated, kind of craft into my own thing. But the Kubert School, I met Frank Miller there, which was awesome. Just sitting there, I showed him my portfolio and checking out my inks and stuff, so that was cool. Met a bunch of different artists that came through, and it was definitely a good experience.
Yeah, that's cool. So you took the academic route, to making comics.
Yeah. I at the end of each, or not the end, but in certain ads, for DC or Marvel Comics, you would see the ads for the school. Yeah, and I remember since I was a kid always seeing these ads, and I'm like, oh, that would be so cool if I went to comic book school.
Okay, another question I have is, so it's a 3-year program, right?
Yeah.
So that first year, that first semester, how many students are you roughly?
All right. So when you start the year, the time when I went, it was at least 100 students altogether.
Okay. And by the time you graduate on that third year, how many are left?
Oh my God. Yeah, that's a good question.
Right? Because I was in a 3-year arts program, and let me tell you, I'd say the dropout rate is about
2/3.
Well, I failed the class, so some of the classes I could only take once a year, so I had to wait another year to redo one of the classes. In that class, the dropout rate was a lot. I think there was more than 50% of the students didn't make it to the final.
Crazy.
But the other group I joined, it was almost, I think it was an 80%. So it was very dramatic between the two classes, but the other one was more the rule, and the class I actually graduated with was the exception. So I'd say it's at least a 50 to 60% drop off. You start off with maybe, like you said, 100, because we had 2 classes. And by the final year, they joined the 2 classes together. So you got about 30 in each one. So but between 60 to 100 students. And by the end of the 3rd year, we had about 50 to 40 students.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. When I first started, every year, since they put the first years in 3 different classrooms.
Yeah.
At first, it's 15 in each room.
Okay.
And then it goes down to 8, 7.
Wow.
For
each room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And it to a point where it was just this. These are the kids I'm going to graduate with. These 7 people, 8 people. But it was definitely a great experience. I had teachers like Tom Mandrake and such.
Okay,
Who
yeah.
did his work on the Spectre, Fernando Ruiz on Archie, and he did Archie versus Predator. And all these teachers would bring in their art portfolios to school to show us like the background, like the behind the scenes.
Hmm.
So that was a cool experience.
Yeah. So makes sense. You grew up in
Yeah.
New Jersey, so you weren't too far
Yeah.
from the school. Yeah.
I wasn't too far, but I actually lived there for the 3 years because
Okay.
the commute would have been just too much going back and forth. I wouldn't have been able to get my work done. And it kind of also living with these different artists and working together on these projects was really cool. I wouldn't trade that experience for anything, you know. We just like go back and forth, like, what do you think of this page? What would you do to this? So you were always getting critiques and helping each other out.
So did you live in like a loft with a bunch of people that you weren't supposed to, or because that was pretty common in Montreal, like in the old port, a lot of people would rent lofts. There's commercial spaces. You weren't supposed to live in them, but people would like build these walls and make like a bathroom, and like you'd have 3 or 4 people living in a little art loft, and you're not supposed to be living in it and stuff like that. So
see, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. When I was in school, they had like a boarding house that was the original school. And so all the guys lived in one dorm. The girls lived in another building in another street. And it was like 30 dudes in one house.
Oh, my God.
And I've seen a lot of things. I've seen lots of things. And just I'm glad I'm out of there right now.
How many fights were there over doing dishes?
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad? Okay.
But
I guess I lived with more slobs in my life, I guess.
No, we lived with slobs. It was just the RAs took care of it with them and stuff, so it wasn't like too brutal, you know?
Okay.
Had some authority there to like crack down on them. They were good. Yeah, man.
That's cool, man. So what's the ratio for, that 2018, so you graduated, what was the ratio for guys to girls that were at the school? Was it pretty even, or was it?
In the beginning it was, like the first year when everyone started, it was pretty even. And then it kind of, when people were dropping off, it was a little changed. Like it depended on the classroom you were in too. Mm-hmm. But majority was like 60-40 guys, girls. But now I don't know how the school is because they just moved it, so they reopened it under new ownership. They're going in a great direction right now, bringing in lots of different teachers and people from the industry. But I don't know. I think it could be half and half again.
Half. Okay, that's cool. That's good then.
Definitely.
Very cool. Yeah. So, man, it's the first time I've talked to someone that's actually gone to the Kubrick school. So you said it's under new management or it's sold. So do you know who runs it now? Or
his name's Anthony Marquez. He works for a bunch of different companies. Like he's done work for DC, Dynamite. So he's the new president of the school, and he's doing cool stuff. They have a lot of like the original teachers still there.
Okay.
One of my friends who's a teacher there, his name is Michael Krager. He did a pinup in the book that I did. He's worked for Dark Horse and such in the past, Marvel, and he's a great guy. And all the teachers there, they're excellent. Yeah, there's his piece.
Very cool.
Yeah, man. That's cool. That's your teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved all the pinups in it, man. Everybody was really good.
I know. I mean, I just got to shout them out. Yeah, Lana, she's awesome, all the way from Argentina.
Nice.
Yeah, Raymar, he's always cool. We helped each other with a few things. Shout out Raymar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love your pinup that you did for Ghost Man. That was
thank you.
badass.
Oh, and this pinup too, Len Danovich from New Jersey as well.
Yeah, I really like that, man. It's really creepy. I love the face on that.
Oh, I know. And when he sent that to me, I'm like, oh, this is different. This is really cool stuff.
But yeah, your work on Sucker is great. I mean, like You can see the panel back there. I'm going to show it here. I love this page. Like I was talking to you about buying original art. I would love to own this page, dude.
Yeah, let me know. I got you. But yeah, that was all traditional, except for like certain things that you could see, like certain effects. I had to pull out digital stuff, like because I didn't have the screen tones that I needed at the time and stuff. So instead of like waiting a month for the package, I'm like, let me just keep going. I'm not gonna pause. But everything else, all the line work, all that, that's all traditional.
So you just kind of did the halftones a little bit digital. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. It depends on certain pages, you know. I try to stick with traditional as often as I can, but if just to hit deadlines or keep going, I do sometimes do digital tones.
It almost has like, because you pick that like yellow tone for the paper with the blacks. It almost has like that charcoal effect with the shading
cool,
and
right?
stuff. Yeah, I love it. I was like, oh, it almost looks like you drew everything on like charcoal on a newsprint, but with charcoal. I love that. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of paper did you print it on? It feels really good on the fingers. It's as close to newsprint as you can get, I think.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is you guys. I had to do research, so I watched some of your interviews before, and I know you had Ray Marr, and you also had Maddie Keene, right?
Yeah.
So I met Maddie Keene at New York last year, and first I met Sean Crystal, who does like ink pulp, you know.
Pulp. Yeah.
Yeah, and I showed him my stuff. He's like, dude, keep doing what you're doing. You're almost there with like, you just need to put the books out. That's all you got to do. Just put the books out. You're there. And he's like, let me introduce you to another artist real quick who's doing his own thing too. So he introduced me to Mahdi, and from there, like he told me about stuff, and we were talking about how he got in, and I used the same printers that he went through, Fireball prints.
Okay. But yours is a bit thicker paper and a thicker stock than he uses. His is a little more flimsy. I don't mean to be, but like, yeah, it's kind of more papery feeling. Where yours is kind of almost a card stock. It feels really good on the fingers, though.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I definitely wanted to stand out when it comes to print too. I feel like that plays a huge difference. I didn't want to print the book like regular comic book size. I feel like this kind of has like that old pulp look to it as well. So that's why I went with that size and the paper.
And yeah, and your character designs are still on point, man. I love this cyborg dude, the Dick that like tortures people. Like he's really cool looking though.
Thank you. Yeah, you'll see more of his backstory too eventually in Sucker.
Okay, yeah, because like, yeah,
everyone that I bring in, you'll have an answer for it.
So how long is the first arc going to be? Is it going to be about 5 issues? About, you think? Or?
I was thinking of doing 5 issues and see where it goes from there. But I don't really want to spoil the end because I feel like that would, you know. But yeah, definitely. So far, I have 5 issues in my mind as of right now.
And you're gonna work on 2 maybe next year after you finish Nightmare Nexus this year, or like, what's the time frame on?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and forth with them. So it's gonna be Nightmare Nexus Sucker, and it's gonna keep going like that.
Right on.
And are you gonna crowdfund that, or are you gonna just print it yourself?
So right now, I've been doing it all myself. Doing the footwork too, just putting them in different. See, my wife, she's watching the live. There she goes.
Yeah.
You guys printed it at home, huh?
Like, originally, yeah, the original ones that I put in stores were printed at home and such. So, and then after I went to Fireball Prints, and I've just been doing the footwork, going into different stores, just trying to sell myself with these, you know.
Jim, speaking of doing it yourself, Jim Rugg just posted a cool little video of making it. He made a little mini comic himself, and he posted himself making it all like with the stapler
Yeah.
cutter and the folding and all that. So if people are interested, you can go check it out on Instagram. He made a little video. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I saw a while ago he did that too. Like
Yeah,
on a cartoonist kayfabe, they did that, and that's what actually made me inspired to do these at home originally.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Halloween prints. That's cool.
Yeah, we're doing Halloween prints, right? Oh, is it cool if I show a piece of original art off?
Yeah, man, show as much as you want. Yeah, you're more than welcome.
So
hey, Chase, how's it going?
I just finished this one, this Jason right now. I don't know if it's good lighting, but
cool.
Right now I just finished the inks and such, and I'm putting it on that old school paper tone that I have, and just I'm working on the colors right now.
Okay. What are you working on there? What kind of paper?
That's an 11 by 17 Bristol board.
Bristol board? Okay.
Yeah, so
what's the stock on that?
I think a 2-ply.
It's a 2? Okay.
Yeah, I think I usually try to get the thickest, but sometimes it doesn't work with my printer. Kind of get a little jammed up. So I'm like,
if it's too thick, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I saw you working on that one. I didn't see it finished though. It looks good, man. I like the blood Friday the 13th in the water. That's cool.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I've been one of my friends was like, dude, I think you really need to dip more into the horror scene and just keep putting like prints out like that. So he really inspired me with that, and from there I'm trying to get as many done before Halloween is up.
Yeah. You did a Scream one too, right? The other day?
Yeah, I did a Scream one. I kind of did like one color on the whole thing to tone it. I felt like it gave it like a really creepy tone. So that one's also available right now in my shop. I'm working on the Friday the 13th, and then spoiler, I'm gonna be probably dropping like a one for Saw as well.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Like with the doll?
Yeah, with Jigsaw, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. With a little touch of red for the
spiral?
Yeah, doing that. It's just gonna be all black, white, and just the red, a
touch of red. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. What was it? There's one little thing. Another thing I wanted to compliment you on is I love. Let's see. I love your faces. Like I find like this one is obvious, like because he's screaming.
Yeah.
But I love like just the subtlety of some of the looks of the faces you draw. It just captures it perfectly. Like it's not over exaggerated. There's a few little expressions here and there, just like the little looks that they give each other sometimes, and I think it's so well done. It's subtle. It makes me think a little bit of a Terry Moore, kind of like the way his facial expressions. They're really subtle, but they really say a lot, and even though they're not overly expressive, like he just captures that perfect little subtle kind of look. There was one of him and his wife. Do you have that one here somewhere?
No, Johnny? I didn't clip it. The one after this bit where the wife's screaming.
Before in the office when she comes and visits him in the office. Just their banter back and forth, and you make these little expressions that really capture like kind of the way couples like talk to each other and everything. I thought it was great. Like you really captured the little subtlety, just a little like flirtiness sometimes, or the joking back and forth and just like poking fun at one another. And it really had that playful vibe to it. You got it from the expressions, because a lot of those shots were kind of just headshots, like close-ups, right? Mm-hmm. And I felt it captured the mood and the feel of like that whole conversation between the husband and wife. It was really good.
I really appreciate that. Yeah, if I could speak on that, I haven't really studied too much Terry Moore, but I am very familiar with his work. But when it came down to it, I feel like for those, I studied for a while, like the Love and Rockets books,
Yeah.
Definitely a big fan of them. They're one of my favorites. But also Charles Burns, I really love his work too.
Yeah.
Like Black Hole and such. I really look at those for a lot too.
Do you know Phil Hester?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I loved his stuff on Green Arrow and all that.
The stuff on Sucker, what kind of drew me to it, because it kind of looks like the first book he did called Fringe at Caliber Comics. Yeah, kind of had that same type of cyberpunky but like horror look to it at the
Okay.
same time. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I never read it.
yeah. Oh, it's out of print. It's really hard to find even like, but they tried to do a Kickstarter for it, but like nobody backed it, like except for me, kind of. But
Mm.
yeah,
Damn, but I'll definitely look into it though.
yeah,
Yeah, his stuff was great. I really like his stuff.
yeah. That's just awesome. Yeah, we had. He's about like the most famous guy we had on, or one of
Oh,
them.
hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He was great. I would die to see his art collection, his comic, his original art. I mean, oof. I think he's got the most expansive collection of comic art.
Damn.
Like I think he's starting to curate it to lend a lot of his stuff out to museums and stuff like that, to do like little art shows and stuff like that. So yeah. And he gave like a little tip like online one time. He's like, if you want to get into original comics art, he's like, hit the artists early when they're just starting out and just establishing themselves. He's like, that's when you get some of the best deals on their art. And
Oh yeah.
and he's like, once you develop a good eye for like who you can see like the potential's there and the talent and stuff, he's like, you get in on the ground floor, you get a better deal than like, let's say, look, trying to buy a Jim Lee piece today is like, I mean, you have to be independently wealthy, right? I mean, I mean, one of his pieces goes for almost the price of a car now.
Yeah, something I'll never be able to afford. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So it's good little tips he gave. Like, and it helps support younger artists too. Like, it encourages them. It gives them a little more pocket money when selling their original art. And,
definitely.
It's kind of like the circle of life almost. Where, scratching each other's back, kind of
exactly.
Deal. Yeah.
Yeah, man, this whole batch of like young talent that's coming out with doing these mini comics, especially, dude. Like, it's just a great scene. It almost like, I've been saying this a lot, but like now more than ever, because like so much of it's black and white, and like just a return to like the the 80s and 90s black and white new wave scene that people now call outlaw comics. I'm really happy to see it. You know what I mean? Because like for a while it seemed like indie comics were getting so homogenized, everything was like so neon looking and like I said, homogenized, and I like that it's kind of gotten stripped back down to like the punk rockness of like real indie comics, at least in the underground. You know what I mean?
For real, yeah. I definitely agree with you on that. I mean, the old 80s 90s comics is definitely where I'm interested in and trying to like replicate as well, or pay homage to. I feel like one of the artists that really inspired me, like one of the more recent artists, R.I.P. Ed Piskor,
Yes.
When he was working on X-Men Grand Design, I was working at a comic book shop for like 8 years, right, in New Jersey, and when that was coming out on the shelf, I remember seeing that, and that really changed the game. And there's my wife again mentioning she's trying to plug me. I'll tell them about that in a minute. But Ed Piskor definitely did inspire me to give that like grainy texture to the paper and kind of bring in that look, But to answer that comment, I was featured when I was in school. I was featured in an art book for the movie Get Out.
Very cool.
And I actually have that book with me. It's called Now You're in the Sunken Place. Universal hit me up when I was in school, and they were like, hey, like, could we use your piece? Because Jordan Peele reposted it one night, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, one of the best horror guys, and he's looking at my stuff. But they printed it. It's this piece right here with the deer and behind him in the cup. I was in school when I did that, so my stuff was very different at the time,
Okay.
But yeah,
that's
so
cool.
that was my first published work.
So how did that work? Was it like a contest, or did they just straight up reach out to different artists and being like, we're putting together this book, would you be interested in submitting your piece? Or
well, Get Out came out, and the same time I got assigned this new assignment. They're like, we want you to do a movie poster, make like a project on a movie poster. Yeah. And I did the Get Out piece, and my friends were like, try to tag Jordan Peele, see what happens, because a lot of other artists are posting their fan art. I'm like, okay. I posted it, and then he reposted it, and the comments were like, get out the animated series, the comic book edition, and it was really cool, you know.
Nice.
And then Universal hit me up later those coming months, and they're like, we got like an outpour of like fan art from this movie. It really inspired people. Would you want to sign this and like get featured in the book? You won't have royalties to it, which is fair because it's their piece, you know. So, but you'll get a free copy and you'll get mentioned in this book. I'm like, okay. So, and I was in school, so that was really cool.
Yeah, as a student, that must have been pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And not everything's about getting paid. And like, yeah, you could definitely see the Love and Rockets influence on that piece.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that was my first published work, and then around 2019, 2020, I started working on another book. Before we got in the live, I know we were talking, but this is the other book, The Black Car. This was the first piece of work I really put together on my own. I designed the cover and everything, and the lettering.
So you did everything, writing and art, or did you have
just the art?
Just the art. So you worked with a writer on this.
Yeah. He wrote he really wanted to do almost like a Men in Black, X-Files type book with horror and cults. So we were working on it, and that was kind of up my alley. So I did this one story, if I could find it somewhere. This is one of the pages, but it was just really cool and definitely a good experience.
Did you do the cover on that one?
Yeah.
Show me that cover again. Wow, I love that.
Thank you.
I like someone posted something with a cover that was red and blue, and I love that, like the red and blue color palette there for a cover. I find
3D glasses looking.
Yeah, it's so striking. It like
that would be cool.
You walk past it, it's like the cover's like, hey you piece of shit, stop, pick me up and read me, you fucking. It's almost aggressive in a way, like I don't know. It just jumps off the shelf at you, right? Like forcing you to look at it.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. That was my intention, like try to get everyone to look at those colors and everything, and just right in your face. So this girl right here, the photo reference that I used was from that movie Split, Anya Taylor-Joy. It was when she did like the look over and stuff, crying, and I'm like, let me just take that and draw it in my way, you know?
Yeah, very nice. That's cool.
Thank you.
That's a nice format too. Is it magazine size or?
No, that's regular comic book size, but it's almost It's almost like a matte finish to it, like a rubbery matte finish.
Oh, that silk stuff that EVHK uses, I love that.
Soft touch, it's called.
Soft touch,
yeah. So we got that through Indiegogo, and then we just started putting it in stores, doing the footwork as well. Yeah. And it did pretty good at the time, you know, but it just never came to fruition for a second issue and such.
Is that still available at all, or are they kind of limited?
If you want it, I have this one copy left.
Oh, I'm not going to take your last copy.
I have another one.
Okay. Well, we'll talk after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you were talking about now that you got some books you're going to reprint. You're saying how you want to start looking into like hitting up some cons and some stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what exactly is your plan going forward for that? Like, do you have anything lined up yet, or?
I'm still looking into some shows right now. I applied to like one show out here in LA, like the Comic Arts Fest or something it's called.
Okay.
And I got denied that one, unfortunately. That was my second time applying.
Oh, shit.
But it's okay. Not every show happens, you know. But I've been looking at a lot of like horror conventions too out here, and just especially for the spring and such, you know, just trying to get my stuff out there and trying to connect with people. I feel like one-on-one is definitely the best to showcase your stuff and get to know people as well.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny.
Yeah.
The one that Keenan runs, the Keenan Marshall Keller. Is that in LA?
Yeah.
Where is that?
Dude, it's at a bar that he hangs out at. It's like a venue. I think he does it in July or June, right?
Permanent Damage, it's called.
I
Permanent.
think I
Yeah,
heard of that.
Yeah, and I think it's in, like you said, May, maybe.
yeah. I think it's in at the beginning or like at the really start of summer. I think is when he said it happens. I'll have to get back. We have to get back in touch with him. But yeah, he's the guy that wrote the Humans. He also did
Oh, I remember that.
April. It was in April.
April.
Yeah, so that one would be coming up sooner than later. So maybe you
definitely
should look
check it
into
out.
that one. Permanent Damage art show.
Hell yeah,
Uh,
thank you.
Yeah,
Definitely
man.
appreciate
It's
that.
like a bunch of indie creators and stuff, and Keenan's the one who puts it together.
That's
So,
Punk rock feel to
yeah,
it.
yeah. I think it's.
Yeah,
I
I'll
have the
definitely check
poster
that out.
here. Yeah. Yeah.
And then, I mean, like you live on the opposite side of the country now, but like Heroes is probably like a good,
Yeah,
good con to go to. Like that's, as far as I know, one of the only real like comic book comic cons in the United States that isn't half about like dressing up like Harry Potter
Yeah.
or meeting the guys from Supernatural, which is cool. I like that show, but they have fuck all to do with comic books, you know? Like,
no, exactly.
And if you have the money or the means to get to Heroes Con, that supposedly is the con to go to if you're.
That's
an
what I
indie comics
heard.
Creator.
That's
yeah.
what I heard.
Yeah.
And there's another one, I think, in Connecticut, like a small indie press or something.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I was gonna go to that one, but we moved and stuff, so
Yeah.
stuff happened. But
it's at the Crossroads. I think that's the one that Eric and Scott just went to, right? In Connecticut.
I'm not sure. Not sure. But yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
And they're
So-
from kind of out in your area. They're Arizona boys. They're from the Tempe area,
okay,
too far from you. They might be cool guys to kind of roll with. Scott Gerard Rule and Eric Mindell.
okay.
Scott does Future Lux and Eric does Ocho.
I think I heard of the Ocho.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just finished a Kickstarter with it. It's the big blue
Okay.
guy with the red shirt.
Okay, I'll definitely check that out too. Yeah,
Yeah, Scott's a cool guy. Like, follow him on socials there and start
Yeah.
hitting him up. He's a really outgoing, fun to talk to. He supports other artists a lot. Like, I mean, he loves comics. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I've been trying to step out of my comfort zone and stuff, and as artists, we're kind of like by ourselves a lot,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, like just awkward too, socially awkward, you know. But recently, since I moved here, I've been going to this Ink and Drink in Long Beach.
oh yeah, with Erwin. So you met Erwin and
Yeah.
and the crew. Yeah. Erwin's awesome, man.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're super nice, very informative too. Like when you ask them questions about
Yeah.
stuff, but they're very welcoming. And
Yeah.
their last show is, or last one is going to be this week for the year.
Okay.
So I'm definitely going to be going to that one.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, and they do like anthology, like one a year. The
Yeah, I haven't done
Sewer
any of that
Boys
yet.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that you're getting in with them, you'll probably be able to jump in on that next anthology.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
I wonder
just
what they're going to
to
do. The
see.
first one was the Turtles. The last
Yeah.
one was the X-Men, giant size
Mhm.
X-Men. So I'm really curious to see what the next one will be. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're doing like a sci-fi one, like a cybernetics or
Yeah,
something.
that'll be the second time. Their second
Yeah.
cybernetic one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
but they're
Did
really
it just end, or is it going into Kickstarter soon?
cool. I think it's going into Kickstarter.
Yeah,
soon.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
if I'm correct. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I remember hearing about it, but I don't. Yeah,
And you just got the Sewer Boys too. Like that just
that
did-
just
got
finished.
printed, right?
Yeah. They're
stuff's cool.
fulfilling it. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, man. So you're right. You're gonna be right in the thick of it.
I hope so. I hope
Yeah.
so. And this past week too on Ink Pulp, they shouted out my book too. I sent them some copies, and Jim Food was like flipping through it and all that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so that was really cool too.
that's
you know?
awesome. Yeah.
So
Yeah, they
hopefully-
give little shout outs, man.
yeah, they're very supportive of like the indie artists and like
Mhm.
up and coming people. They're very helpful with that, and
Mhm.
definitely inspiring. You know.
Yeah, Jim. Like, you thinking of doing a arachnid enforcer piece? You know, kind of like see if like
Pin up.
Yeah, pin up for that.
I was thinking about it, but it's already going to print, so
Yeah.
it's definitely not going to make the cut.
Yeah.
But I think if he does another one, I might do some fan art for that, because like I definitely dropped the ball on that because I was working on all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely gonna back that book. It looks sick.
Yeah, I got it. I liked the Savage Street Vigilante. I thought it was okay, but this one looks like it's just going to blow that one out of the water, man.
Oh yeah, it looks super cool, especially with like a bootleg Spider-Man during Halloween season. You know, it fits perfectly, and the color choice that he did on it was awesome.
Yeah,
and I think the character design, man, he almost like got that Jack Skellington look to him, where he's like all exaggeratedly stretched out and stuff. Yeah, a really neat looking character.
Yeah, and I think he planned. I think the other one was kind of a quick, like, I'll do this, I'll kickstart it. Like it wasn't last minute thing, but I think he had more preparation for his Arachnid book. So he kind of, because the first one, I think he was trying to meet certain deadlines, and this one he kind of got a head start on the prep, like the pre-production part of it. So he was able to like maybe flesh out the story a little more, maybe spend a slightly more time on the art too. So yeah.
And speaking of art, you said you had some new pages for Nightmare Nexus 2 you could maybe show us.
I could definitely show some off, but before I showed those off, I know we were talking about the sucker piece that you like, the where he's getting bit, you know?
Yeah.
So let me show you the actual original art for this real quick.
Nice.
Oh, damn.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I did the black corner, like the blacked out digitally, but I just, because I was my original idea for the story, I eventually made all the pages all blacked out.
Yeah.
But I was originally going to have black pages for the nighttime scenes, white pages for the daytime scenes.
Got you.
So this happens during the daytime, so that's why it was all white originally. But yeah, so that was my original go-to.
Very cool.
But let me show you some new artwork from Nightmare Nexus number 2, actually.
Ooh.
So this is the first page. It's for the new story called Remote.
Nice.
So I had fun doing this one. Definitely different, trying to show him like getting ready, prepped up and everything.
Yeah.
And trying to follow that same format of the other issue as well. But
a little reverse silhouette in the bottom corner too.
Yeah.
I always like that.
And then here's one that I just did. It's a little different, but looks like this.
Oh, cool. Yeah, like the moon, or like the thing come off his watch in the background there. That's I like when people play with the light like that. It's always really neat to see people work the grayscale and stuff.
Yeah, I always like a big like the bottom panel, big with the lettering. Awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
In this issue, the backpack that he's wearing is actually its own thing too. So he sends that thing to do its work and everything. So this page is actually, he's watching through the view of the backpack going to investigate this crash landing.
So on the top there, your wife's kind of giving us an inside here.
What is she saying?
Zipatone. So that's a halftone. That's physical, an actual halftone you used on the top for the moon and stuff, or
let's see.
The top left corner. You have that like gray tone there. Is that a halftone?
Right here?
Yeah.
No, that's actually just like line work, and then I used whiteout and like my X-Acto blade too to like pull out some different highlights.
Okay, cool.
And he does all the lettering himself. Yes, I do.
That's awesome, because I my letters are atrocious. Like if I ever actually get my comic done, like I'm gonna have to send it to Joe to have it lettered or something.
So the lettering in that book, you did that, or is it through a program like a computer?
Yeah, the actual lettering in the word balloons is a type that I already have.
Okay.
But everything else, like you'll see like certain characters screaming, like no, like all that. Yeah. That's all gonna be hand.
Okay. Got you.
Oh, the onomatopoeia, I guess, is what it's called. Yeah.
And then here's one more page I'll show. And this is through the lens of his visor, the mask.
Okay.
That's his view. That's cool. Okay.
So just a day in the life, he's going outside of his house and everything. He sees the zombies coming, blasts them, then he goes to his next place.
Who's that guy? That gives me vibes of
Daniel Klaus.
Not Klaus. The other guy. He's super experimental with his comics. Fuck. What's his name? He did that one. It's like an apartment, and it's like a bunch of different kinds of comics.
You're talking about Chris Ware.
Yeah, Chris Ware.
I'm not familiar with his work.
Yeah, it makes me think of Chris Ware, like the little circles and everything, and the
style. Puts out all this stuff. He was a painter for the New Yorker magazine, and then he kind of started with graphic novels.
Yeah.
And then, while we're showing original art, let me show you the original first page from Nightmare Nexus. It's very messy, but that's how I work, you know. But yeah, this was the original right here.
Okay, cool.
So all this was real screen tones right here.
Okay, nice.
And then I changed the lettering and fixed it digitally a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was all traditional.
Nice. That's good when you start going to conventions and stuff. Having original pages.
Oh
it's
yeah,
a good way to make a little extra scratch.
Got to.
Yeah.
I have one more question about Sucker. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to,
No.
The lore on your vampires are a little you kind of got your own thing going on. Like you had the vampire attacking during the daytime. So I was wondering, like, what are the vulnerabilities, if you could tell us, like, of this particular breed?
That's a good question. I'm still working out the kinks of everything, to be honest. I'm kind of just doing my own thing. I'm not kind of trying to follow the lore of everything. Especially since they're an experiment, there's going to be different stuff going on, you know? So I figured, you know, just it's okay. I'm doing my own thing. Let's just, you know. But you saw it in the lab, right? They're making a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to see the result of all that coming pretty soon as well.
And they're all going to be like different types of vampires? They're not all going to be like a pointy-eared guy?
No, they're all going to be a little different. There's going to be big ones, grotesque ones too. Just ones that are just messed up. So that's all going to be coming soon.
Hell yeah, man. Good luck. I can't wait, dude. I'm super excited to see what's coming, and I'm really happy I found your stuff. I really need to extra thank Raymar Brunson when I talk to him again.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I have one other little question here.
Yeah.
Okay, so the lettering inside, where you see in the middle where he says stuff, is that hand lettered?
Yeah.
Man, that is some good lettering there. Have you ever thought of hand lettering all your bubbles?
You know, after I showed my work at different conventions, I did meet a bunch of artists, and there's another indie artist. Her name's Caroline Cash.
Yeah.
So I spoke to her at New York last year, and she's like, "Your hand lettering's really good. Like, screw all this type stuff. Do it yourself." So
I know it's more time consuming, but
yeah,
I mean, it'll match up with the artwork probably a little more and stuff, and really bring the book to another level. Yeah.
I'm definitely thinking of that. Every issue I'm doing, I'm like, should I do that?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm a little nervous, but
yeah.
But I definitely should definitely dabble into that. I appreciate you pointing that out or suggesting that.
Because that's why I was looking at it and I was like, that's really tight. Like, it's nice. And I was wondering, I was like, man, if you can letter that clean, I mean, if you just lettered everything by hand, it would just, it would make the book sing just that much more.
And there's my wife messaging. I told him that too.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna start a fight after this.
No, all good. She's super supportive with all this. She's gone to these shows with me, and when I have no crowd, when I have people, and it's really cool. And yes, Halloween Prince.
Yeah. She's just reminding, salespeople.
She's
before
great.
we end the episode, you gotta plug it one more time. But we'll give you the opportunity to plug it one more time before we go off.
Big cartel in the description here. I'm gonna put it in the chats for people. Let me get it.
Thank you.
So you'll be able to pick up the prints on your big cartel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Right. I have a few spots right now on there. I have my book, the screen print, and a few others. I did like a Spider-Man print a long time ago. I really liked that piece. Was very fun to make. I always loved Spider-Man, but my other prints are all my prints will be available in my shop.
Yeah. Okay. How about commissions? Do you do a lot of commissions? Are your commissions open? Are you closed
Yeah,
right
my
now?
commissions are open. I just got to advertise it more.
Yeah.
Definitely make more posts. I've been trying to get better at my social media, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's definitely another job, you know.
Well, yeah. I mean, so if anyone you've seen his work, it's fantastic. So if you want a commission, reach out to Josh and
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely open for commissions. I'll be making a post soon.
Cool.
Definitely want to do cool stuff with that. The last commission I did like an album artwork for someone for a hip hop album.
Okay.
So that was really cool. I don't have it with me right now. I gave him the original.
Okay.
But it was a very different one. So I do it all.
Yeah. That's hey. I mean, a lot of albums now. I think a lot of artists are reaching out to other artists, and doing like actual drawings, illustrations for their album art. I mean, like MF Doom was big on that. Yeah. Caesar Face too. He's big on that.
Yeah.
I mean, all those guys. And it's great. It's fun. It's fun to see albums with like an illustration.
So, I mean, especially back in the 90s, if I'm pronouncing his name right, Dennis Cowan, right? He did Jizz's album, and that was really cool to see a hip hop album with some comic book art on it too. Yeah. I'm a big hip hop fan, so I love it. And now Freddie Gibbs just did an album cover with Mike Del Mundo again.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah.
What was really cool was I was in Brazil this past month, and they actually had posters for that album in some of the places I went to, and I'm like, oh, this is so cool seeing comic book art like up and stuff.
Well, doesn't Mike Del Mundo have like roots kind of in like, doesn't he break dance and shit?
I don't know. I
think I saw a post that he used to break dance a lot when he was younger.
Used to be a b-boy?
I think I don't know. I might be wrong on that. But it seems to me I saw something a while back about that. But
the artist, I think.
Yeah, he's excellent though. He's he's good. Whole different level.
Yeah, he's fun. He does some fun work. He's a great cover artist. Like, I mean,
did you see his one for the Arachnid Enforcer that he just did?
Yeah, beautiful,
crazy.
Yeah.
You have one print, and you sent me the sticker for it. It's a redheaded girl with a bloody mouth saying, "Don't fuck with me." Well, like, or is that just something that you did for fun?
Just for fun.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you. She was obviously inspired by Hit Girl a little bit from Kick-Ass. And I was just like, I just want to make a badass woman, like whatever. And she's smoking weed too, and has a bandage and bloody nose. I'm like, just do it, And when I put that out, that sold really well. That's like one of my top prints that I sell. But I took it off my shop for a while. It wasn't moving, but when I do conventions, it moves.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
I love the sticker, and I saw you were putting that up in Brazil everywhere. Up on
yeah,
that was cool.
All right.
Yeah, that was fun having my artwork in a different country, Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna plug everything you're offering here, and if Natalia's watching, she can put bullet points in case we miss something. So you have your Halloween prints that you're working on now. How many prints are you gonna do in total?
I'm gonna do 3 prints in total. It's gonna
have Jason.
Yeah, so Jason's coming out very soon.
Okay.
We have Scream that's currently out.
Okay.
And then it's gonna be Saw.
And that's all on your big cartel that Johnny just posted in the chat.
It'll all be there. Yep.
The description. Your commissions are open.
My commissions are open.
People can hit you up for commissions. What you have your books obviously on the site?
Yes. Nightmare Nexus, no, because I got to reprint them. But Sucker #1 is out on my website. It's also on digital format right now on Global Comics and Amazon Books. But and if you're in the Los Angeles area, there's going to be multiple comic book shops carrying it.
Okay.
Do
you want to shoot off a few of people for their areas if they want to go pick up a copy?
Yeah, Mega City 1 on Melrose. Golden Apple has like maybe 1 or 2 copies left.
Okay.
House of Secrets in Burbank has like 2 left. I saw last.
Mhm.
And then Collector's Paradise as well in North Hollywood.
Okay.
And I've been moving. I'm trying to go to a few different shops in my area, so still pushing it. There's one in New Jersey, East Side Mags. They got it.
Back home.
Oh, back home they got it too.
Was that the comic shop you used to work at?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I worked at another shop called the Joker's Child. It was in Fair Lawn, New Jersey. I worked there for 8 years. So
okay.
Yeah.
So she says books will be available on Kindle as well on Amazon.
Yes.
So, yeah. So Global Comics or Kindle. So if
Mm-hmm.
you don't mind reading digital, you can go find it there.
Yeah.
Commissions are open.
You want to buy it?
Yeah, you want to buy it.
Commissions are open, so if anyone has a character they'd love to have you draw, just reach out to your it's Josh Maikis art.
I was waiting for you.
Maikis art. I think it finishes it. You end it with art, right? So Josh Maikis art. So you can on Instagram, I believe, is where you're the most active.
Mm-hmm.
So people can go reach out to you there for commissions, or do you have a contact? Like contact me on your Big Cartel as well.
Yeah, you can contact me there, and if you're reading my books too and picking it up, all my contact info is in the books as well with my bio.
Yeah. And anything lined up? Shows or signings at any comic shops or anything like that? Or
I'm talking to a few right now to do a signing for Sucker eventually. So just working on that right now.
Yeah.
It's selling well, right? I mean, like
it's selling pretty well. The first week it did really well. The second week did well as well. So right now I just got to keep promoting it, you know?
Awesome.
Yeah, it's only been out since about the 10th, right?
Yes. So that was like you said earlier, that was an auspicious date, especially with what happens in the book.
Yeah.
We don't need to get into it, but
no.
Well, you can if you want to, but I mean, you know,
I'll save it for the reader.
Your discretion. Yeah, you're the guest, so we'll leave it to your discretion.
Yeah, I'll save it for the reader. And the one thing I got to mention also, I feel like it has a good message in the book. I know it's political, but definitely I feel like books need to have a message in them again. So that's what I'm doing, just trying to get people to notice.
But I mean, you're not like clobbering anyone over the head with it either. You know, it's
cleverly done. Lord Dross. My version is Ron Blumpkin. It's in the Blumpkin Spire.
Nice.
Lord Dross is pretty cool.
And when do you think you'll have the reprint for the first issue of Nightmare Nexus?
Yeah, I'm probably going to be dropping Nightmare Nexus 2 and the reprint both around December-ish.
At the same time. Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So people could pick up issue 1 and 2 at the same
Exactly.
time. Perfect. Yeah, bundle it together.
Exactly.
Do a bundle, all three. You know,
I think that would be a cool idea.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna probably keep that same cover format with like the little film on the side and everything to show like little snippets.
Yeah.
Each cover will be a little different, but same format.
Cool.
Is the reprint going to have the same cover, or are you going to do a new cover for the reprint?
Same cover. Okay. I'm not really big into variant covers and such. I feel like I've been there in the comic book stores. I've seen the madness that happens, and just not worth it. It's cool for certain books, but I don't need to as an indie creator. You know, I feel like.
Not with Stalker, man. Look at that cover. Like that drew me right away. I was like, the logo, the way he looks, the way he's kind of coming over the building, like, it just caught me. And I don't even like vampires, man.
I remember you
like
told
my
me.
least favorite type of monster, and I was like, I'm getting that fucking book. Like,
Thank you. And that logo was hand lettered as well.
Yeah.
And Nightmare Nexus as well. All those were hand lettered.
Very cool.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. I think we have one final order of business, right, Johnny?
What's that?
Reminding people that the giveaway is still going on.
Oh, yeah.
This is the last week. Friday's the last day. So just a reminder, you go on the Tales from the Power Pulp episode, go into the comments, just write Power Pulp to enter to win copies, these 2 copies of The Derelict, Wizard of Paint, and When the Night Comes. So all you have to do is go to that episode, go down in the comments, write Power Pulp to enter for your chance to win these 2 comics.
And it's still anybody's game. We've only had 3 entries, so
3 or 4 if you count the
4.
live chats.
Yeah, okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still wide open for anybody to still win. We're gonna
Till
do it-
Friday.
yeah, till Friday. So yeah, and then we won't be back until the 15th, I believe. Joe is having Thanksgiving for the rest of this week.
Maybe it's up in the air. It depends on how busy my wife is at work. So
Okay, well, we don't have anything planned until the 15th, and then we're gonna be nonstop interviews for a week there.
yeah, we're gonna have one in super packed, busy, intense, crazy week. So
Yeah, we're gonna have J.M.
Hell yeah.
Brandt, Brandon DePillis, what's his name? The new kid that did the Bandit book.
do I have the?
Cavi Bowerman. Cavi
Okay.
Bowerman's gonna be on.
Yeah, I don't have the calendar here. So yeah.
I think I'm missing one, but like we're gonna have Jonathan Chance on the 20th. We got so many. Like there's like literally like the 19th is the only day that we're not gonna have an interview next that week. So yeah, and I'm gonna have all the thumbnails done. I was working on them, but like my hard drive died
Computer
yesterday.
crashed. Yeah.
So I
Damn.
literally like had to do a new hard drive and had to get everything ready for the episode tonight. So I'm still getting my affairs in order and learning Windows 11. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, good stuff. And we'll see you guys on the 15th. Take it easy.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming, Josh. It was a pleasure.
Thank you guys for having me. Really appreciate it. Very grateful. So I hope to talk to you guys soon. All right.
Yes, sir. Outro time, Johnny. I didn't forget.